Hare Krishna. Yes, you can raise your hand if you have a question.
Srila Gurudev, recently you explained that to become antaranga, three aspects are necessary. Svayudha Shrita, Samachita Vriti Vishishta, and Sajatiyashaya Snigda. It seems that Samachita Vriti Vishishta and Sajatiyashaya are very similar. What is the difference between them?
First, Sajatiya means in the same category. So, the categories are broad and more specific and more specific and more specific. So, Sajatiya, someone may be serving Krishna in Braj, but it's not Sajatiya enough. They should be in Madhurya Rasa, in the same rasa. But then, within the same rasa, let's say within Madhurya Rasa, there's also someone who's aspiring for Naika Bhav and to be a heroine. And then someone who's aspiring to be in Sakhi Bhav. And then within the Sakhi, someone who wants to be in Manjari Bhav, like this. So the Sajati is a broader category and it may be defined more and more closely. But if a person is desiring to be Sajatiya, that means in the same mood as Rupa Goswami, then this is best, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come to give Radha Dasyam, and because Rupa Goswami is the leader of that category, therefore all of our acharyas in our line, they're in that category, and those who are really receive diksha in this line, they also aspire to be in that category. So that person is Sajatiya, in the same category. Now, let's say you want to be in this category. So you associate with someone who is in that category. But the question is, have you become the Samachita Vritti Vishishta yet? Understand? So we are associating with, we aspire to be in that category and we associate with persons in that category. But that doesn't mean that at, let's see, at the Rath Yatra, when Mahaprabhu was looking at Lord Jagannath, then no one knew what he was thinking. But Swarup Damodar Goswami was there, and what Chittavritti was in Mahaprabhu, that Chittavritti appeared in Swarup Damodar Goswami there and then. So you may be in the same category, but does it mean that what Chittavritti is in Mahaprabhu is coming automatically in you? Understand? So this is they are related. If you are not Sajatiya, then the Chittavritti will not come. But just because you have fixed your mind, I want to be in this jati, then that doesn't mean that at that moment that there is the samachita vritti vishishta. Understand? Is it clear? Yeah? Not clear? You understand what samachita vritti means? It means that, oh, what I am thinking right now, you're also thinking. Right? So that's not... Of course, it's related to that. That verse describes the appearance of bhav. Avirbhuya manovarito prajanti tat swarupadam. It describes the appearance of bhav. But it may be that even persons who are sajatiya, they are having different feelings at the same time. But those who are antaranga, then when their chittavrittis become in harmony with each other, exactly, this is called samachitta vritti vishishta. Yes, another question. Yes, Madhavi. Oh, one other thing. Snigdha. Snigdha means that you, in the person under whose guidance you are serving, in whose anugatya we are serving, that person has affection for us, and that they have made a sankalpa. You will be my kripapatra. They've made a vow in the heart. They don't have to say it. Only they've decided this sankalpa. You will be my kripapatra, the recipient of my mercy. And the affection should go the other way as well. But not kripapatra does not go the other way. So that is sajate ashaya snigdha. And samachita vritti vishishta refers to the oneness of heart, the sharing of the chitta vrittis.
Gurudev, my question also is inspired by that Harikatha when you explained that Mahaprabhu had these feelings during Rath Yatra, and only Swarup Damodar and Srila Rupa Goswami could feel this, have the same chitta vrittis from Mahaprabhu. So my question is, to what extent, and what associates of Mahaprabhu actually knew his desires, why he came, his inner reasons that he wanted to taste the love of Radhika and the depth of her love and how sweet he was, like to what extent his associates and who of them realized this?
Swarup Damodar realized it, and no one else realized it. And if anyone came to know it, they knew of it because of association with Swarup Damodar Goswami. We can also say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu revealed it personally to Ramananda Rai. We had that discussion the other day when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu touched him and brought him back to sense after he had fainted, after he had seen the Rasaraj Mahabhav Sarup. And then he said, I am not golden. I only appear to be golden because of the touch of Radharani. But you should know that Radhika doesn't touch anyone except for the son of Nanda Maharaj. So it was revealed in the heart of Ramananda Rai directly by Mahaprabhu himself. Swarup Damodar Goswami realized it because he's the Samachita Vritti Vishishta. And it was revealed in the Kadacha, in the notes of Swarup Damodar Goswami. And this was passed to Raghunath Das Goswami, was revealed directly into the heart of Rupa Goswami without saying anything. And so those who are connected to Swarup Damodar, if we say Swarup Damodar, we also include Ramananda Rai. So those who are connected to Swarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai, it was revealed to them. And if anyone knows it, they found out from those persons. That's written directly in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Yeah.
Thank you, Gurudev, for opportunity to ask question. Yesterday class, you rise up many obstacles that we should go through from kanishta adhikar to madhyama adhikar, and I tried to deliberate about for brahmacharis. It's very clear they no need to speak anything of harikatha, no need to have family. Yesterday you say there is no love here in this world, and I have few connected questions. What to kanishtas who aspiring to go to madhyama adhikar, how they can look on this question of family to not be in illusion think it's love, but what it can be possible. And
yes, in the Vedic society, then to be married and have family, this is done out of duty. In fact, everything is done out of duty. Vidhi. If something is not done out of rag, spontaneous love, then it's done out of vidhi. What's the other category? Only the mind speculates that there's some other category. Yes, material love between conditioned souls. This is vikalpa, creation of the mind. Either something is done from spontaneous love for God, or it's done because Shastra Vidhi. And if it's not done for any of those two, then it is coming from vikalpa, the creation of the mind, and it is will be a vikarma, some inauspicious independent activity. But those who are Grihastha Vaishnavas, then they may be married out of duty, just like our Srila Prabhupada and also Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Their marriages were arranged very young. Srila Prabhupada's marriage was a little bit problematic. Yeah? But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's family was so exemplary. His wife was a pure devotee. Several of his children were pure devotees also. So here, in the Vaishnava family, there's affection. But it's based on Krishna. No Atma, no soul is related to another Atma directly. All Atmas have come from Krishna. So unless Krishna is the center, there cannot be real affection between the living entities. It's not that there's no love between living entities. It's just that it's not real unless it's based on the relationship with Krishna. So your question is related to Brajnath Prabhu's question. Sajate Ashay Snigdha. Snigdha means affection. But between whom? It's not to God. That Snigdha is between the living entities, between Vaishnavas. Right? So affection is there. But the basis of the affection is the love for Krishna. Just like the Manjaris. All the Sakis, they have affection for each other. It's called Suridrati. It's called Suridrati. And it's a Sanchari Bhav. That means it's a wave in the ocean of their sthayi bhav, their love for Krishna. So this is why the Sakis are in different groups. Some gopis, they become friends with Chandravali. Why? Because Sajatiya. Those gopis in Braj who love Krishna with Gritta Sneha, the affection which is like ghee, with Tadiyata Bhav, I am yours, because they love Krishna with the Sajati, with the same mood, they end up becoming friends with each other and form a group. And so they have affection for each other, they have Surid Bhav for each other. But the basis of, and that friendship with each other is actually a Sanchari Bhav. So the basis of that Sakhi's friendship with each other and with their group leader is the Sajatiya, the way in which they love Krishna. And similarly, the gopis who have Madhyata Bhav or Madhusneya for Krishna, they love Krishna. But because they love him in a particular flavor, so they become friends with other gopis who are Sajati in the same category. Sajatiya is literally the definition of the Surid Bhav. Those gopis who have Sajatiya Bhasana, they have the same types of desire to love and serve Krishna. They congregate in groups, the group of Chandravali, the group of Shamala, the group of Bhadra, the group of Radharani. Shatayutupa, and there are hundreds of groups. But what's the basis of the groups? But it's not just that they were born in this village or this or that. They congregate together because they have Sajatiya, the same type of sneha to Krishna, and therefore their ocean of love for Krishna, the sthayi bhav, in that ocean there are waves. And those waves are their love for each other. So it is not that in a family, maybe if the family are all Mahabhagavat, Mukta Mahapurushas, but But in a general family, it's not like that. But the principle is the same. If every member of the family is focused on serving Krishna, then they naturally have affection for each other. So, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, to think that Bhaktivinoda Thakur is father, he mentioned about one of his brothers. He said, the Bap Bada, it is obstacle to see Bhaktivinoda Thakur as a father. Because the relationship between the living entities, Putraiti tanmayatayo taravo binedus tangsarva bhutaridayam munimanatosmi. When Shukadev Goswami left home, then Vyasadeva was chasing him, oh my son, oh my son. And the trees were echoing in reply, my son, my son, my son. What is this, my son, my son? Who is son, who is father, who is brother, who is sister? These relationships are not real. So the trees, they were ridiculing Vyasadeva. That means a loving chastisement. They were correcting him. All that in this verse, Sutta Goswami Pad is saying, my Gurudev Shukadev Goswami is so powerful that because the trees were associating for a moment with my Gurudev, they become so qualified they can correct Srila Vyasadeva on Siddhanta. This is the meaning of this verse. Putraiti tanmayatyo taravo binedus. This is an amazing verse. It is a pranam mantra to Sri Guru. So all the relationships, they're all false. But in Vaishnava family, Krishna is the center. And on the basis of being Sajati, a loving Krishna in the same mood, there's affection between the family members. But they never have an ego. I am father, I am the mother, I am the... That is done only outwardly like a role. But inwardly, tranadapi sunichena, humility, no material ego at all. Only husband, wife and children, they are all like brahmacharis and sannyasis, living together in the same temple and serving Krishna. Inwardly. But outwardly there are some roles and responsibilities that should be observed. So, the Swayuta Asrita, Sama Chitta Vritti Vishishta, and Sajatya Ashaya and Snigdha, these three, they're all synonyms for antaranga. Understand? They're all synonyms for the word antaranga. But they're not exactly they all mean the same thing, antaranga. But they're highlighting different aspects of what it means to be antaranga. Acha. Oh, who was on parikrama yesterday? Who missed the parikrama yesterday? Huh? No? Good. Who missed? Why? Health problem. Acha. Try to be in anugatya. It was astonishing, amazing, wonderful, unforgettable experience. One thing I forgot to say, I felt a bit bad because many of you know my friends, the Bridge Bases, but not all of you. No. So yesterday we were sitting we went into the innermost chamber where the people who come from outside to the Tatyastan, they never go inside the monastery. We went inside the monastery to see the arti there of the Chaturbhuja Krishna. In Gita Govinda, there's one chapter called Chaturbhuj, the cunning four-armed Krishna. But where is four-armed Krishna in Gita Govinda? That Krishna is four-armed means Radha Lingita Vigraham. When Krishna is embraced by Radharani, this form has four arms. So we went there and we sat down with the two very great, the Chaturvedi Brahmanas had come from Mathura. They live in completely different parts of Mathura, but They're related, same community. So our Kamal Nayan Chaturvedi is there. He's Shiksha disciple of Vishnuji Shastri and representing the Vishnu Swami Sampradaya of Bilvamangal Thakur, Vallabhacharya, Vittalacharya, and so many great devotees. And the other devotee, Sri Daudayal Chaturvedi, he is related to the Tatyastan. So it's a Nimbarka. They don't make a claim so much of the connection with Nimbarka, but in their own Shastra, but historically, in the Banki Bihari temple, there are two lines, the Goswami line or the Grihastha line. From Swami Haridas gave the deity of Banki Bihari to Jagannath Das. And in his family line, now there are many Goswamis. The family line, the tree became very broad. And they consider that Swami Haridas was connected to the Vishnu Swami line. But the sadhus, that is called Vipul Vittal, first disciple of Swami Haridas. It was not Vipula Shri or Vittal, but Vipul Vittal. So he became the head of not a family line, but by initiation, the renunciates line. And in that line, his Anugatjan, Lalit Mohini, he came there to that area on the bank of Jamuna, close to the Pangat and Panigaon. And he put the bamboo all the way around the forest there and made a very quiet cloister. It is a cloister. It is a monastery, like a monastery, but very simple. And so they say that the connection is with Nimbarka. But in Braj, there's another Brajrasic Sampradaya. They are called the Nimbarkas. And they are coming from Sri Bhatta and Harideva Acharya. And each line has their own rasic literature. So that Daudayal Chaturvedi, he is connected to the Swami Haridas line. So they're both Chaturvedi Brahmins of Mathura, but in different sampradayas. So Daudayal Chaturvedi, you should know that there's a tradition that when you go to a tirtha, a holy tirtha, then the Brahmanas, they will say, oh, where are you from? What is your gotra? Which part of India are you from? Why? Because in every holy tirtha has traditional tirtha purohit. That means the priests of that tirtha, and it's their responsibility when the visitors come, when pilgrims come, then they show the pilgrims all the temples and the holy places and take them on parikrama. So, depending on where you are from, which part of India and which gotra, then when you go to a holy place, there'll be a Brahmin family there who are the Tirtha Purohits for that part of India or for that gotra. So Daudayal Chaturvedi, his family are in charge of Mahaprabhu Baitak. If you go to Mathura, there in between Vishram Ghat and Bengali Ghat, there is the place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu sat and chanted Harinam when he visited Mathura. So his family, they're in charge of the sitting place of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And why did they have the responsibility of that place? Because Mahaprabhu is disciple of Ishwarapuri, Madhavendrapuri, Lakshmipati Tirtha. Mahaprabhu took Diksha in the Madhva Sampradaya. And his family, for hundreds of years, for 1,000 years, they are the Tirtha Purohits for all Madhva Vaishnavas. All Madhva Vaishnavas. Maybe some of you remember when we went on parikrama to Udupi, and we met him there. Because though he's from Braj, he has strong relationship with the Vaishnavas in Udupi because his family are the Tirthapurits for all Madhva Vaishnavas. So that means that that person with whom we were visiting some holy places yesterday, we are keeping alive this tradition of being related in each generation with the Purohits who are related with our line. Just like when we go to Govardhan or we go to Nandagaon, then we always meet with our Panda, and his father did parikrama with my Gurudev, and his grandfather did parikrama with Bhakti Pragyan Kesh Maharaj, and his father did parikrama with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur, and his father did parikrama with Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So we keep the relation, same ones, generation after generation. So Dadiyal Chaturvedi, his family, with Tirtha Purohit, who showed around Braj Madhavendra Puri, when Madhavendra Puri came. So they have some, when a Tirtha Purohit is taking some pilgrim to temples and so on, then the pilgrims, they write their name in the book. So our Giridhari Pandit Govardhan has his book with the signatures of my Gurudev, Bhakti Pragyan Kesh Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So Dadiyal Chaturvedi said he has some manuscripts with the handwriting of Madhavendra Puri. Yes, yes. So you are very fortunate to that we are in anugatya of our Guru Jana and following all these things. Guru go stay, go style, su sujane, busuragane. To have attachment for the Dham and the Brahmins of the Dham and the Vaishnavas of other sampradayas also. So these are the traditions. All of our Guru Parampara have observed these traditions, but we see that today almost they are forgotten or not considered to be important. But you can feel and realize the nectar which is there in going in the Anugatya, following these traditions of our Guru Varga. So tonight the Tithi of the Purnima will begin in the evening, and so there will be at 8 o'clock after Arti the Holika, the burning of Holika. So I request a group of ladies, if you can get together. It's maybe intense, but try to do it before 8 o'clock this evening. Who is artistic? Are you artistic? Yes. Oh, Nitya Saki is also artistic. Who else is artistic? Can you make a Holika? Full size. Not the same size as Kandapur Sundari, but at least the same size as Karunamai. Make one Holika. Should have a very nice face, but with fangs, because she's a demon. And with hair and a crown, and you can get it. You don't have to make new, or you can get new if you want. But if you have any old sari or dress and everything, you can make. And make one. We cannot. It is not a vigraha. Make one effigy of Holika, and so she can sit on the pyre and say, "Oh, Prahlad, come and sit in the lap of your auntie Holika." And then Hiranyakashipu's men will set fire to everything, and then she will be burnt, and only Prahlad Maharaj will be left chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. So the Brijbasis do this. Nanda Maharaj, Upananda, Abhinanda, Yashoda, Rohini, Tungi, Pivari, Kuvala, Atulya, they're all in the village, just outside the gate of Nandagaon. There is the place, and they make the Holika bonfire, and then on the next day, they have the holy festival. So we will have the Holika fire this evening. Then tomorrow we'll celebrate Gaura Purnima. There'll be an eclipse in the afternoon. So the arti and everything will be later. We'll announce later what the program will be. No one should go outside during the eclipse. No one should eat. Of course, it's Gaura Purnima, so we're fasting anyway. And we should have very loud Harinam Sankirtan during the time of the eclipse. Then at 6:45, there'll be the Abhishek will begin. Quite late because of the eclipse. The Abhishek will begin, and in this way we'll celebrate Gaura Purnima tomorrow. And then the next day we'll celebrate Holi. So, who's doing the drama? How many dramas do we have? 1, 2, 1. Acha. Okay. So I'll decide the schedule. Perhaps we can. It's a Gaura Purnima drama, so we should do the drama. It's a Gaura Lila drama, so we should do it on Gaura Purnima. We'll focus on Mahaprabhu on Gaura Purnima, and then Radha Krishna's Holi on the next day. So be ready. I think perhaps we can have the drama in the afternoon. So be prepared. If you have mati, your consciousness is fixed, and you are detached from this world, then the eclipse will not be inauspicious. You will just do kirtan. But if your mind is not controlled, if senses are not controlled, then now, even leading up to like World War III just started a few days ago, everyone's fighting everywhere. Why? Because of this very inauspicious eclipse. So those who are not in the shelter of Krishna, they'll have many, many problems. And now the eclipse is coming to its most inauspicious point. So this is wonderful, because actually on Gaura Purnima, the day that Mahaprabhu appeared, it corresponded with eclipse. And that's why everyone was in the Ganga, because they were afraid. Oh, there'll be world war. And they all got in the Ganga and they were, Hari, 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 Hari. So this Gaura Purnima is a very special Gaura Purnima, because it has a similar astrological conditions as the actual day in 1486 when Mahaprabhu appeared. So protect yourself from this inauspiciousness. Everyone should come here and have kirtan and a drama of Gaura Lila. In the afternoon. We'll announce later the exact schedule. So I think that's everything. So now, devotees, little break, take some breakfast. Please come back at 10 o'clock for bhajans. And, oh, one other thing I wanted to say, very, very important. All those who are preachers, like Madhav Das Brahmachari, Brajanath Das Brahmachari, Jivapriya Das Brahmachari, Ram Das Adhikari, and also the lady preachers also, be ready to speak on the subject of Gaura Tattva. So I'll ask some of you to speak this morning, perhaps this evening, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, like at least for 4 classes, we can discuss some Gaura Tattva. So be ready to make your Shraddha Pushpanjali offering at the lotus feet of Sachinandan Gohari. And if you are first or second or even third, then it's easier. But as it goes on, you don't repeat what someone else has said. Cheating. So don't repeat what others have said. You will have to say something new. Okay? But not like the whole Mahabharata. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, some point of Gaura Tattva or Gaura Lila, the nectar of Mahaprabhu's teachings. Jai. Shri Gaura Purnima Adhikari Titi Mahamotsava ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi.